Welcome to Weekends in My Garage, and we are doing this video from the New York International Auto Show, and we will be featuring in this particular video the Lucid Gravity experience. So buckle up and enjoy the ride. Here we are, Weekends in My Garage, and we're at the Lucid Display, and we have
Peter Ding, Senior Manager for Gravity Product Marketing.
All right, so Peter's going to tell us a little bit about this wonderful car behind him. What do we have here?
Here you see is the Lucid Gravity.
Yep.
It's the second product from Lucid. So we took a lot of learnings from the award-winning Lucid Air.
Yes, we like the Air.
It's a fantastic product.
Yes.
So we took a lot of learnings and then we evolved it for the Gravity. So the Gravity is the second product. We're entering a larger segment, which is the SUV market.
A huge segment, actually.
Yes. So we started out with the Gravity using the Lucid Air's platform. But as we were thinking about the customer base, we realized that using the Air is not the best platform. So we ended up with an all-new architecture.
Okay.
On the Lucid Air, as an example, you'll see the battery pack double stacked in the rear seat.
Okay.
On the Gravity, we double stacked the battery underneath the front row seats. So it allows us to have a lower folding second row seat.
So it's pretty much a flat floor.
It's a completely flat low floor.
Okay.
So some of the many other competitors, when you collapse your second row seat, there's a 2 to 3 degree incline, which makes loading heavy objects more difficult.
Sure.
So you don't get that on the Lucid Gravity.
Yeah, my wife would appreciate that.
So the Lucid Gravity also has native NACS charge port. First native product outside of Tesla.
Yes.
Capable of charging at 400 kilowatt.
So explain what that means.
What that means is you can charge 200 miles in less than 11 minutes.
So you're telling me that I can almost charge this car like I'm filling up gasoline in a car,
Yeah.
like a petrol car, like literally, like it's like the same experience.
Yep. That means it's more miles charged per minute. That means you can also spend more time on the road to get to the places you want to go, and less time waiting.
This is fantastic.
And on the Grand Touring trim, it's EPA rated for 450 miles.
450.
On a 123 kilowatt hour battery pack.
Okay.
What that means is 3.66 miles per kilowatt hour. It's highly efficient. Unlike some of the other competitors who gets about similar miles.
Yep.
But their battery pack is almost twice the size of ours.
Yeah, and I think this is probably where you guys set yourself apart because you guys have the cutting edge technology as it relates to the battery technology. And that's the key in this game because, everyone is coming out with electronic vehicles, but they have these huge batteries. They take up all sorts of space in the back and on the floor, and you guys have made it much more efficient.
Yep. It's more than just efficiency. Right? It's also about sustainability. Right?
Tell me about the sustainability. How is this vehicle manufactured?
It's manufactured within the United States.
So there's no tariffs?
Well, I can't talk about the tariffs, but like I said, we're always monitoring the economic conditions.
As we all are.
Yep. So in terms of sustainability, we're using less battery to get the same range.
Okay.
So it's better for the planet. And then on top of that, it's also utilizing less of the resources needed to charge a vehicle.
Okay.
Granted, a lot of the resources could be renewable. So going back, it's less time, less weight because you're using less battery pack.
Sure.
So that not only helps the dynamics of the vehiel, it helps the longevity as well as the charge time. Because a lighter vehicle requires less energy to push it.
I have a question about dynamics. Can you tell me about the steering technology? How is it? Is it fly-by-wire? What kind of technology is used for steering?
Oh, it's electronic power steering.
Electronic power steering.
Yep.
Okay.
It's one of the best electronic power steering field you'll find.
I hope I get a chance to test this out.
Oh, we're happy to put you behind the wheel.
I have another question about the materials. The interior is fantastic. The quality, the feel. Tell me a little bit about the materials inside the car.
Sure. We look for the most sustainable supplier for the interior materials used in the Lucid Gravity. As a good example, the Yosemite Pure Lux that's sourced from a soy-based biodegradable material, open pore walnut. The micro sweat Alcantara is sourced from recycled plastic,
Really?
ocean nets. So we're removing the garbage that's out in the sea, but we're also at the same time we're also very focused on delivering a high quality fit and finish for our customers.
I like that. So tell me about this frunk,
Sure.
because I've seen some interesting pictures of people sitting in the frunk.
So, first of its kind in the market. Not only is it do we have the front, thanks to our engineers who are able to.
Go have a seat. There we go.
So thanks to our engineers who were able to maximize.
Wait, hold on. Is that cup holders?
Yes, cup holders, as well as available three-prong AC.
Oh,
point.
there we go. Thank you. You can't beat that. You can't beat that.
And it's a very comfortable front seat.
Okay. And this padding or whatever comes with the car?
No, it's available as an accessory.
Okay.
But here's the great thing about the front seat is it also acts.
I'm assuming this is storage.
Yes, it also acts like a cargo divider.
Gotcha.
So you can have larger objects such as soccer balls, basketballs, grocery bags. So when you open the front, the items doesn't fall out. So you can just secure it on the hook.
And there you go.
As a divider.
Now that's really cool. Pretty cool.
And then you can remove it. It's all plastic lined, so you can easily clean it.
So I got a question for you because I've seen this in some other vehicles where people will use the frunk as a cooler.
Yes.
Is this does it have a hole somewhere where if there's water or something that gets spilled in here and then it can drain out or something like that?
No, well, there's a little lip here, so you can't exactly put too much like liquid object in there.
Yeah. Okay.
But it does allow for easy wiping.
Okay, good. Because I've seen people use it as these frunks as coolers, and I'm like, what is that? I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. But this is good. This is great. So, take me to the back before we go inside, because you are doing something real interesting with that third row.
Yeah. So this is one of the part of Lucid's DNA is this in terms of efficiency. We talk about efficiency, not just the powertrain. And not just the battery.
Yep.
It's also about efficiency in terms of how we package. How do we maximize the space without taking too much space?
Sure.
So the Lucid Gravity's length is 198.3 inches.
Oh.
It's small. It's shorter than many of the competitors out in the market.
It is.
However, when it comes to usable cargo space,
High volume.
yes, it's better than many of the competitors out there.
Excellent.
And in some cases, it's on par with some of the full-size SUVs.
Really?
That are over 2 feet longer, but very comparable cargo capacity.
Does that have to do with the placement of the battery?
That's not just placing the battery. We also micronized our motors so that the motors, front and rear motors, are so small that it fits on a carry-on luggage case.
Nice. All right, let's go to the back.
Sure. So the Lucid Gravity is available at 3-row seats. It also offers ample legroom in the for the third row passengers.
Okay.
We have cases where even colleagues, visitors, other journalists who are over 6 foot tall who are able to sit in the third row very comfortably.
Really?
But here's the great thing about how we designed the third row is that available on the Gravity. There's also a cool feature, especially if you have kids or if you like to work remote, is the tray table.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, so it does allow you to place your portable device, such as your smartphone,
Yep.
a tablet, or a laptop.
And I'm assuming there's some USB-C somewhere close by?
Yeah, so there's a USB-C right over here.
Perfect.
On the second row, it's capable of charging at 45 watts.
Oh, so you can charge almost a laptop.
Yes, and it's also capable. It's more than enough power to fast charge your phone.
Excellent.
The row C is that it allows the owners to hold and completely store the third row seat in the understored storage. So first you pull the lever.
And that goes on top?
Yes.
Cheers, what a pleasure, George. Yep.
That's a lot of cargo space.
And it's perfectly flat.
And I like that it's low.
So when you, and then you can collapse the second row seats.
Ah, there we go.
There's somebody in the front, so I'm not gonna.
No, I get it.
This. So it does allow perfectly flat, ample cargo space for large objects, and it has a load height, so it allows loading, unloading much easier. And being that this is on an air suspension, if you need to,
You can go with a couple inches?
Yeah, you can lower additional 2 inches.
Excellent. This is great. Let's go to see the instrument cluster there.
Sure.
So now we're in the interior. Tell me about the interior.
So we made some design changes from the Lucid Air. On the Gravity, we raised the instrument cluster display. It's now a 34-inch single display that's also a touchscreen with a resolution of 6K.
6K. Wow.
Yes. Complemented by a center information display that's a 12.6-inch display. Now, on the navigation, what we have here is in the blue shaded area is based on the vehicle's current state of charge. Anything in the shade of blue is where you can drive. And then when it comes to charging, let's say you're traveling long distance and say that's over 450 miles and you need to make a stop. In the settings, it does allow you to choose the different charge levels, as well as different charge ports.
I see the NAC, yes. Yep.
Yes, and then which charging brand you want to be using. So a lot of sometimes you may have an Electrify America account, so you might want to charge at Electrify America only charging stations, and then. Being that it's a native NACS charge ports, anything that's a CCS or J1772, you may need an adapter. So you can select that to further refine your charge search. So with the design, what you'll notice is that the steering wheel is a bit different than your conventional steering wheel.
Yes, I do see that. It's a little bit different.
This is what we call squircle or square circle. So the way it's designed is it's meant to obstruct what's being the important information that's being displayed as minimal as possible.
Right.
But the thing is, it still feels very natural when you're driving it.
So I do see that the steering wheel does kind of cover some of the cluster here.
So it really depends on your driving preference.
Oh.
So here you can.
Oh, I see.
Further relower it.
I see.
And then you can tilt and retract.
Ah, and I see. Now I have clear vision.
Yes. And then you can save it to your profile. So based on your key fob or your mobile, it knows the exact setting of your driving preference.
This is nice. This is very nice. This is, I would assume, an e-mirror.
Oh no, this is a conventional.
Really? That's interesting. So tell me about the sort of the 365 or the 360. What do you call it? The multi-view camera view of everything.
Surround view monitoring.
That's right. Surround view monitoring.
So right now the front camera is disabled because the front is open.
Sure.
But it does show you what's around Gravity.
Nice.
And it's also you can rotate it to different angles.
Excellent. This is really, really nice. And it is the color of the car.
Yes.
Yeah, some of these guys, some of the other makers, they have the white or black. They don't have the actual color of the car. Very good. So I'm looking at the fit and finish and the quality of the material. How many of these you plan on building a year?
Well, that's we will announce it during our quarterly earnings.
Oh, so wait and see. That'll be out in the press release.
Yes.
Well, I will tell you that this is definitely a car for consideration for my garage.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to share this information with my wife when I get home. But we have to test drive. So I think we're going to go try to do that right now. That was an excellent experience that I had driving the Lucid Gravity. Thank you to Peter Ding and the folks at Lucid Motors for giving me the red carpet treatment while I was there. I was quite impressed with the Gravity. It is definitely a vehicle that I will consider for my garage. As you know, this is Weekends in My Garage, and we are looking for cars that would fit in our garage. This fits in our garage. It does everything we wanted to do. I think my wife would really like this car as well, which is important. So if you get a chance, go check out their website, Lucid Motors, and build out a Lucid Gravity for yourself. You will not be disappointed. And until then, you guys have a great rest of the week and check out my other videos from the New York Auto Show.